Hey, Tanse, good morning. It is sorry for the late start. We had problems with our internet service today at the school. And good morning to you, Curtis and Connie.
Good morning, Curtis. Good morning, Connie.
So today I have Nicole Watme Witapmintota. She's sitting down here with me. She wants to learn some words, how to say them. And today our topic is the moon phases, tipiskaw pisim. So before we start, I would like to I'm going to tell you a story about the origin of the moon, Dagi Sepehtaman, the way I heard how the moon started, how we became to about the moon. Okay, I'll start off by tamananas ko mako tawino at simuno ma and tutamo kawitsit kat simuan sunamatak. So thank the Creator for another day and ask the Creator to give this story a good, strong listening bit so that you can learn it at the same time. So this is the origin of the moon, tipiskaw. That's how we say the moon, tipiskaw. Okay, we'll start off by saying that I'll try my best. I know how to say it in nehiyaway and Cree, but I'll do my best how to trying to translate the words in my head from Cree to English, so I do not lose the meaning. Because a lot of you don't understand the language, the Cree language, nehiyaway. Okay. A long time ago, kayas, there was no moon, just the sun. The word we have for sun is tipiskaw pisim. But anyways, we didn't have no moon. And there was a family that lived, they were called the sky people. They lived Ispimuti, Gisik. That's what we call the sky, Gisik. There was an old man who had two children. There was a boy and a girl. But anyways, this old man this man had a job. The kuhtawin or had given him a job at Tuskewan. His job was to take care of the sun, to keep adding fuel to the sun, so that all things on earth would stay warm and grow. All the people, all the plants, everything. It was, while he went, every morning he would wake up, when he was done his breakfast, he would start towards the sun to add fuel. That means, mihta, he would throw wood in the sun to keep that sun going so it wouldn't dim down. He left his two children in charge. They each had their own jobs, their own duties. The girl's job was to take care of and clean up things around the camp. Clean up the inside the mikwa, be the teepee. And the boy's job was to go get wood for the fire, water, nipi, and also to get some food, animals, things that they can eat. But it was, as the story goes, this girl, Mana, she would shake out the blankets, akupa, and when she did that, these little white feathers would fall out of the blanket, akup. And that's why that's when she mostly did this during the time when it was cold on earth, like, in the winter times. That's what they say the snow is, these little feathers that are coming down. But anyways, this went on every day. Their father would leave and he would come back in the evening when he was done his job. And the boy and the girl went about doing their daily chores. Till one evening, the father called his children to sit in front of him, his daughter and his son, Utansa Wussa. And he told them, I'm not going to be here on this earth for long. I'm going to go away and I won't be back. And I'm going to leave one of you in charge and to take care of the sun, to keep adding fuel. And that really, when they heard that, the boy and the girl started arguing with each other. Said, I will do it. So they started arguing, and father said, Nagik, punotamok, quiet, both of you. I will decide tomorrow who is going to take care of the son. So the next day they went to bed. The next day they woke up. The father walked away and went to do his job with the son. And he said when he came back that he was going to decide who was going to take care of the son, whose job it would be. So he left, and the boy and the girl kind of looked at each other with, to this day, you see some siblings, they give each other the eye. That's the kind of, they gave each other the evil eye. And Mike Tapn Tochik. Anyways, they went about doing their daily chores. When the father came back, he said, I've decided who is going to take care of it. And he said, I'm going to give it one more thought. I guess he wasn't really decided on who is going to give that job of taking care of the son to who, with the boy or the girl. And anyways, he decided to wait one more day. And then he went next day. He went back to the son and he said, when I come back, I'll let you know for sure. So the next day he left. He went back to the sun. But this time, when the sun was going down, they noticed that their dad wasn't back yet. The time he was supposed to usually back. So they decided that they were the boy and the girl. They went looking for their dad, and when they went towards the direction of the sun, they didn't see him. So the girl and the boy again started arguing. And when it was time for the sun to come up, on the east side, Sagasteno, the sun didn't come up at its usual time. And in the meantime, the people on earth were starting to get worried, and they were wondering how come the sun wasn't up yet. At the usual time, it was supposed to come up on sunrise. Wapan kawapa. So things were starting to get cold because the sun, warms up the earth. So they called out to their stationer, our older brother, Wisakechak. They called out to him and asked him to go check what was happening with that sun, Gisagopishim. And it was Wisakechak, stationer Wisakechak, came up to the sky, where the sky people lived, where this family lived, a boy and a girl. And when he came upon this, he looked for the boy and the girl. When he came upon them, they were still arguing. Deciding who was going to take care of the son. Anyways, he told them, Nakik, Punkakika, took stop, quit arguing. Where's your father? And they explained to him that their dad never came back. That, the whole story that their dad said that he was going to leave, he wasn't going to come back. That he was going to leave one of them the job of taking care of the son. And Wisakechak Stationer told them, you know what? With all your bickering and your argument, the people on earth and the animals and everything is getting cold because the sun is not up. It's not warming up the earth. And because you guys are always arguing over this, who gets the job, what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate you two. And he looked at the girl and said, Kia, I'm going to give you that job of taking care of the son, and your name shall be called Kisagaupisim. So it was the girl's job to take care of the son, and her name would be Kisagaupisim. And then he looked at that boy and said, Kia, I'm going to place you up in the sky, and you'll be called Tipskaupisim, the moon. And because you two are always arguing, you only see each other at certain times of the month. You'll cross each other's paths, but you will never be close. After this, you just cross each other, in a glimpse, and you guys will see, the moon. Sometimes you, Tipskaupisim, will see your sister, Kisagaupisim, even during daytime. And that's what he also told that Kisagaupisim. He said, son, Kisagaupisim, you see your brother, Tipskaupisim, even at daytime, at night, not at night, only at daytime. That's why to this day, if you notice this morning, when some mornings, like especially, I seen it this morning, Tipskaupisim was in the sky at the same time as his sister, Kisagaupisim. So that's the story of how the Tipskaupisim came to be. Because, these two, the brother and sister couldn't get along, couldn't decide. So that's our topic today is the moon, Tipskaupisim. Okay? Now I'm done with the story. I guess I'll go to the phases of the Tipskaupisim, and Nicole's going to say them after me. Okay? So the first one is the new moon. This is the new moon. This is how we say the new moon. Oh, Skipisim.
Oh, Skipisim.
Okay. The next one is your first quarter. Okay, right here. First quarter, we say iuskakuchi.
Io squatuche.
Iuskakuchi.
Io squacuche.
Yeah. And the next one is your last quarter. Emestakuchi.
Emus kakuche.
Emestakuchi.
Emus takuche.
Okay. And the last one is your full moon. This is where Nicole is gonna try really hard. Wawia supisim.
Wawia spoochisim.
Okay, we'll say it again. Wawia supisim.
Wawia spoo. Wait. Okay, one more time.
Okay, I'll say it again. Wawia supisim.
Wawia supisim.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it again.
Wawia supisim.
That's right. Wawia sut means it's fully round. Okay. Now, one more other thing, people, you should know. Did you know the moon tells us what the weather is going to be like?
I never knew that.
Yeah. By
I thought it
looking-
was just the skies.
No, the sun, tipiskaw pisim. You all know that,
Yep.
it tells us what the weather is going to be like. The moon also does that. It kind of foretells the upcoming weather. Like, for example, the new moon, uskipisim, that one will tell you what from new moon to new moon, and each month it tells us by looking at it what that weather is going to be like. That's how our people prepared for things. Getting things ready by looking at that tipiskaw piece and even the sun tipiskaw piece. So yeah, that's all we need to do about the moon.
Yep, it is.
And anybody got anything to add on? Then need to ask Nicole a question. You go right ahead.
So ask away.
Yep,
I have a question.
go ahead.
So, what's the difference between the new moon and the full moon? Is the new moon a
Okay.
full moon?
All right. When
I don't
the
understand that.
moon is when we have a full moon, we sit. The moon is full. Okay. And then it starts getting smaller and smaller. So the first quarter, it starts disappearing. Okay. And then when you see the last sliver of it, that's the end of that. And then it starts again, a new moon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's how it goes. It's good to sit outside when it's nice and warm. In the night, just looking at the moon. Oh, by the way, that's the reason why they were put up so high in the sky, so that nobody would reach them. And we cannot own that moon. Okay. That's why they were put up there, to watch over us. The moon's job is to watch over us at night, and the sun's job is to watch us over the daytime.
Makes sense.
Yeah. If we were meant to live on the moon, we could have been born on the moon.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to own the moon too. I used to hear my Coco Miss say when I first told her that Sakti landed on the moon. Tapos man mustataham suok ta. Magiwag take tapong kutsik. Like, when she first heard about the landing on the moon, said they had no business up there. Well, that's true, I guess. Oh, harvest moon. Okay, we only see this in the
Fall?
Yep. Just before fall, I would say July. The letter, that one tells us, it kind of turns orangey, yellow.
Does it only appear once?
Yeah, it only appears once a year. If they go waste, like to get ready for the winter months when you start gathering things from the earth.
That's the sign, eh?
Yeah,
For
that's
them to
the
start.
sign. Yeah. Do you understand, Connie? Kinstoten. Eu sauna, Pasko saunaukset, tipiskaw pisim. If you remember your colors.
Well, how come they say, once they say there's a full moon, watch people go crazy and wild and...
Well, we don't have that in our.
For real, they're like, oh, there's a full moon. People will be going crazy. I'm like, well,
No,
oh, okay.
we don't have that. I never heard that in our. I thought it was.
Well, they do say that there's a full moon. They'll be going crazy.
No. I mean, how my, you hear people about getting a haircut on new full moon, mga. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. Maybe some from other tribe, not in our. Nobody ever cut their hair on any kind of moon. Yeah. But anyways, any questions?
Any other questions?
But the reason why we're doing this is trying to get this sort of information out for young people. I'm just to be truthful to you. I'm starting to forget things. I say, Connie, I work in a care home.
And you see people's change moods.
You do see the people change moods with the mood.
That's what I was saying. They say in the full moon, they're off and they stuff like that.
No, I don't know.
Well, we're going to have to test that out when the full moon comes.
I know, so I have to look at you.
I have to watch you.
No, honestly, Connie, it's it could be, the gravity of the closeness of the moon to the earth at that time, the one you're saying. And it's the gravity when you do that full moon ewahuia supi sem ewahuia sort is the moon is full. It's got a lot of power in it, I guess. And a lot of gravity between the earth and the moon. Yeah. But anyways, that's all.
That's it.
Yeah, I never lose it on any kind of moon. It's just an everyday thing for me. So. That's
Okay.
good. Thank you.
Hope you guys
anyway.
have a good day today.
Later. Mustache.
Mustache.